Hey guys, I'm Mike with Careless Sports, and you're watching Internet. Disney Channel Sports has been gaining some headlines this week after another round of layoffs. ESPN fired on-air talent Ryan Clark during a commercial break for a show that he was on. One time, I got fired during a broadcast for saying a no-no word while covering a Reds game. I made a comment earlier that apparently made it out to air. I consider myself as a man of faith, and there's a drive in a deep left field, and it's gone. Home run to Castellanos, and that'll make it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know if I'll ever be in this broadcast booth again. This all follows a shift in ESPN's strategy after obtaining and merging with the NFL Network, including the NFL Network's on-air personalities, as well as investing in new kinds of multi-million-dollar talent profiles like Pat McAfee, Stephen A. Smith, who...
Where the hell the Los Angeles Lakers think they going with a bunch of white dudes? Your 3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf? This ain't baseball? Hell, it ain't even soccer. What y'all think this is? Basketball.
Is still as entertaining as ever, and more. ESPN is clearly trying to break away from the old, routine, strict kind of news-style sports presentation that we're used to, bringing in more personality-driven talents rather than analytic-based. Basically, I think going forward, ESPN wants their audience to be entertained first and informed second. Hey assholes, that was our idea. ESPN even fired Paul Ravitch. Now, here's a guy who spent 33 years with the company, becoming a legend in the sport of baseball himself through his reporting. And now he's just gone. Are we really laying off the best in the business to make your brand more comparable to Barstool's? If so, that's disgusting. And also, check your emails, because you can just buy us out. We will sell out to the mouse. No shame. We have no shame. ESPN's apparent urgency to become more hip and cool sounds like a good idea on paper. I'm all for changing the way we consume sports media, away from the just boomer-style rinse and repeat, dress nice, talk nice, and in with personable, entertaining people with insight and personality. You know what I mean? But giving McAfee shows $60 million a year, Stephen A. alone gets $20 million, while the guys who attract attention and occasionally say pretty hilarious shit, like Robert Griffin III and Cam Newton, they get cut. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But Paul Feinbaum stays. What are we doing? What's going on? When sports aren't on and when SportsCenter isn't just running reruns throughout the day, ESPN, the main network, is airing podcasts. I ask, tell me the difference between this and this from a production budget standpoint. Maybe I'm tooting our own horn a little bit here, but outside of who's in front of the camera, the difference in quality, not too far off. And that's sad. So let's change that. Careless Sports is hiring, and we can offer these rejects our best position. Paul Ravitch, Tom Pelissaro, Charles Davis, RG3, Cam Newton. Fuck it. Diana Rossini, we'd love to have you. Speaking of drunk, former Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo was arrested in Milwaukee for an OWI. Since his arrest, CBS recently put him on indefinite leave. For those who live in normal states, an OWI is specific to the Midwest and different from a DUI and DWI. Okay. An OWI is operating while intoxicated. Right. A DUI is driving under the influence, and a DWI is driving while intoxicated. And so the difference between the three is what they're named. An OWI, while I don't recommend trying to get one, is typically seen as the lowest offender of the 3 classifications, being invented for the Midwestern states because without a lower punishment than a DUI, nobody in the Midwest would be allowed to drive. Romo was taken into custody by Milwaukee police after failing a field sobriety test. And because I take my job here very seriously, I went ahead and watched the complete body cam footage from the arresting officer. Here's what I found. One of the first questions the arresting officer asked Romo is if he had a concussion or head injury of some kind.
Any head injuries?
Excuse me?
Any head injuries recently? Any concussions?
Well, over the years, yes, but not recently.
Here, we can see Romo looking off into the distance, reminiscing about his playing days as if he's in a movie. This is Romo attempting to gain sympathy from the audience, but unfortunately for him, the arresting officer doesn't care. Romo claimed to not have any drinks when he was pulled over.
You know, like a liar.
However, after needing the follow the pen instructions repeated to him several times, Romo still fails to do it correctly as he can't help but move his head along with the pen
every single time.
Then Romo was forced to do a humiliation balancing act. Something I think cops do just for fun. He needed those very simple instructions repeated to him several times.
Again.
As a man with very low patience for other people, this part infuriated me, and that is why I'm not a cop. Otherwise, I'd definitely make a great cop.
No bullets. Fucking stupid, huh?
Interestingly, if you look closely here, we can see that Romo spends his off-season from broadcasting indoors and out of the sun. He clearly hates the beach because, holy hell, his feet are white as ghosts. Romo was released following the arrest. He will return to court on September 21st. JJ Watt is set to replace Romo on CBS broadcasts. Which reminds me, Mr. Romo, as I said before, we are hiring, and we run a pro-drinking kind of office here. We find it helps with the creative process and morale. Check your emails. Coming up next, we'll get you up to date on the inaugural season of the Women's Professional Baseball. Opening day took place on August 1st and featured legendary Motown artist Martha Reeves singing the national anthem. As a first impression for the new league, it was something.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, marvelous sight, o'er the ramparts we watched, and the rocket's red glare through the night, that our flag was still there, oh, sad way, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
If you enjoy watching a white man talk about women's sports, stay tuned after the break. Until then, for Careless Sports News at Night, I'm lead anchor Mike, and you've been fired from ESPN.